When I was young, my brother and I built a boat with our father. We spent several years sailing and exploring the Patuxent River. And then I met Tony.
Peter and I spent many happy times on that boat, and so when we got married, we built a larger boat and ventured out into the Chesapeake Bay and its many rivers.
We crewed on larger boats with dreams of sailing the world, but then life took another turn.
Today, we look forward to retirement with dreams of leaving it all behind. Come join us on our journey to sail the seas.
Welcome to this episode. This episode is entitled While We Wait. And we're waiting on Marco Polo. And as we're filming this, Marco Polo's off the coast of
Sierra Leone.
With a February 23rd date of Morocco. And we're still on track for a March 8th Norfolk delivery date. While we wait, we have to get a lot of things done. And last fall, we went looking for marinas. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Do not wait till the last minute because we had trouble and we were kind of lucked out that we got a slip. And we'll show you some footage. Okay, the boat is being built as we speak.
That's
so
true.
What do we need to do?
We need to find a slip.
We need to find a place to keep it. Now this is going to be tricky because it's a multi-hull. It has a wide beam. But I say let's start in Solomon. Solomon's is the local marina. It's just 20 miles down the road, and we'll start there and we'll start working our way north. The closer you get to Annapolis, the more expensive it gets. So,
right.
Are you ready?
I'm
Do
ready.
we have any requirements for a slip? Power, fresh drinking water, protection.
That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I guess that's it. We'll see what we got. Okay, let's get in the car and head down to Solomon's.
Okay.
Ready?
See you later.
Let's go. What you doing, dear?
Checking out slips
Where are we?
at Calvert Marina in Solomon's.
We're checking out T-heads, potential places to keep our boat. They have no availability, so we're on a waiting list already. Unfortunately. Yeah, this would work. One of these boats got to go. Come on, folks. Sail the world. Stop hogging these slips. There's some catamarans over there. That's Sennheiser's over there. We're gonna.
Is that Sennheiser's?
Yeah, we're gonna hit them up next. So this is our first choice. We're gonna check the other choices next. But this is $5 a foot, right?
I think so.
Yes. This is actually a boathouse. So if we can get this slip, we could have a covered walkway. But alas, we're only on the waiting list.
Yes.
On to the next one. Okay, we're going to check out another T-head that's a potential right next to the one we were just at. So we'll see. Come on, Admiral. And it's raining. That's where we were just at. We got a Fontaine Peugeot coming in. Looks like it's a charter company, Dream Yachts. Like we have maybe a lagoon over there.
If this is one of the slips she was mentioning, well, T-heads, this one is set back from, like the other one is over there, it's sticking more out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice because it's back in.
Let's check out the facilities. Here's the men's room. Handsome guy. A little bit dated, but it's not like you're having a party here. You're just looking for something functional. And here's 2 shower units. Then there's multiple of these bathhouses along the various dockage. This slip is available for $7,000 a month. It is floating, so it's not so bad. But it's going to be mighty tricky getting in here. Forget that other little boat in there, but that's the slip. $7,000 a month. But this is how you would have to get in. I really don't think with the boat there and the boat there that you can pull in forward and spin it. You would have to back in the slip all the way in. Can you do that?
I don't know.
This is a jumping place on the weekends, and the boat slip we were just looking at is like only 50 feet away. With the loud noise going into the evening and the slip being next to a dusty road, this really wasn't a good fit for me and Tony. Damn, we're getting old. The bathrooms were fine. I just suspected that there should have been more bathrooms for a marina this size.
Not at work.
Yeah, this looks like a Seawind 1000. Actually, I believe this is a Seawind 950. They used to be packed up in 2 40-foot containers and then required assembly once they were delivered. If anybody has more information, let me know in the comments. But it does have the Seawind lines. Where are we?
Sennheiser's?
So we're at Sennheiser's Marina. This is a premier marina. It's kind of expensive, and we don't know what the availability is, but we're going to walk out here on some of these docks. So let's do it.
Is this a floating dock?
Yeah. We're at Sennheiser's, and this slip is available, and this slip is available. This is a floating dock. This is a beautiful, brand spanking new. This is a premier marina. It has a restaurant, it has a pool, it has a captain's lounge. This is nice, but there is a drawback. What's that drawback, Tony?
The price.
Yeah, this slip will cost us $9,000 a year. Either one of these 2 slips will be $9,000 a year. Not plan A, not plan B for sure. But
beautiful.
This is a nice marina. There's another one on the Hard. We're going to check that out as well. This is the other alternative. This is about $8,200 a year. And the bulkhead or the T-head would be right along here. It would include electricity, but in reality, I'm not going to be using that much electricity to begin with. But it's not too bad. This would suit us well, except for the price. Across over there is where we were just at Calvert Marina. Those are the 2 catamarans we were looking at. Beautiful place. Top of the line marina. Top of the line prices. This marina just had a major refit. A lot of the old docks were ripped out and floating docks were put in. The electrical and water systems were updated. All the bathhouses were beautifully updated. There were multiple bathhouses as well, all beautiful. This pool area is just mere feet away from the slip we were interested in. It had a snack bar and a bar where you could buy drinks as well. Wow. That could be our next slip. This is catamaran over here. Looks like a privilege. We ended up signing the lease for this slip. Slip G1 is now slated for Moments in Time starting April 1st, 2024. We love the marina, we love the restaurant, we love the facilities, and being in Solomons is a great place to keep the boat. You're very close to the bay, but you can also go up the Patuxent River in case the weather is too rough. It's a beautiful area. Other marinas in Solomons just didn't have slips available for catamarans. Some of them wanted you to take the piling out so you can pay for 2 slips, and then put the piling back. We did go further north, but the marinas got progressively more expensive. So we're happy with this. It's on a floating dock. Floating docks are great. You don't have to worry about adjusting your lines for the tides. We were lucky to get a slip at all. Slips for catamarans, due to their wide beam, are few and far between. Do not wait till the last minute to get a slip for your boat. We've been working with insurance for probably about 6-7 months, would you say?
Yes. Yeah.
And it's not like we, dealing with the insurance company, we had plenty of experience sailing. We had plenty of experience on a boat this size. So that wasn't a problem. The issue we have with the insurance was...
we didn't own a boat this size.
Right.
Before.
Our last boat that we owned was a trailer trailer that I built, was 24 feet. The insurance company likes increments of about no more than 10 feet. So 24 to 41 was an increment. So our insurance is, I think, tad expensive. We struggled with the insurance because they would not let us leave the bay.
Right.
And that was dumb. Why am I getting this boat to explore the world, and the insurance wouldn't even let us leave the Chesapeake Bay? So we worked with various ones, and we worked with Liz, and we finally found a policy that will cover us from Hatteras all the way up to Maine.
Yes.
So that will allow us to do some exploring anyway this first year. Now as we go year after year after year, the insurance should come down because we're on the boat.
And that's coastal and intercoastal.
Yes.
So we were really happy about that.
Yes. The construction of our ultralight performance dinghy is running about 2 months behind. We're hoping to have it by mid-March. Tony and I drove up to Annapolis Inflatables to see if we can put a deposit on a Tohatsu 20 horsepower motor. I like the Tohatsu because it's one of the lightest motors out there. We will probably have Annapolis Inflatables do a customized fuel lines and electrical system since the fuel tanks and battery is so far forward. I'm hoping that timing works out where I can take the dinghy from Annapolis Inflatables right over to Moments in Time, which should be in the process of being commissioned. So this is about 108 pounds. 108 pounds feels a little bit heavier than I think it should. Tohatsu 20 horsepower motor. Electric start. Battery hookups for the battery. The gear. Forward, neutral, reverse. Kill switch. Throttle. Then you have some tensions devices on here where you can actually tension it on. And I always like this because you can paddle lock your dinghy. Put a padlock through there to prevent somebody from stealing it. So it's a nice motor. We just drop a deposit on this. Not just another motor you have to maintain and make sure it's functioning correctly. This will be the first outboard I've had that was EFI, electronic fuel ignition, which theoretically should be better. Should be quieter, should be more fuel efficient. We got a motor lift. Take the motor off and put it on the outboard bracket. a dinghy anchor kit, and tie downs. Next thing on the list is to get moments in time documented with the U.S. Coast Guard. A certificate of documentation is recognized and makes it much easier for an American vessel to enter and leave foreign ports. So we need to get this. We will need the Coast Guard documentation number in order to apply for our MMSI number. MMSI stands for the Maritime Mobile Services Identities. The MMSI number is required because our VHF radio will have a digital selective calling option, or DSC. It is also required for AIS, which is the Automatic Identification System. I think the MMSI number is also required for certain emergency beacons. We went through Annapolis yacht documentation. They're professionals at this. It costs us a little bit of money, but we have to get this right. The Coast Guard is already 2 months behind, and we can't move forward with our MMSI number until this is completed. Next, we have to get the importation process started. We're going to have to pay duty fees, and that's going to be about 1.5% of the value of the boat. I'm really not looking forward to writing that check. We are working with Compass Logistics Marines. This has to be right. This has to be correct. There's penalties if we don't do this. So it's well worth hiring somebody who knows way more than you do. Next thing on the list is to make a stand for the ship's bell, moments in time. I had my hands on some teak, so me and my son cut it up, and now I'm gluing the first glue joint. I hate sanding, but it's looking pretty good. I have another brace to put on here, then I can seal it and start putting some hardware on it.
What you doing, Peter?
I am putting the teak protection on our ship's bell stand that I made. So when the bell is inside the boat, we have a place to store it.
Show me the stand.
Right here. This is coat number 1. We'll put 2 coats on it, and hopefully I'll have this done by the weekend.
It's looking good.
Damn right it looks good. A lot of work. You want to help?
No.
I didn't think so.
I'll ring the bell when you get it done.
I'm sure you will.
What you doing, Peter?
I am just finished putting the last pack on our ship's bell stand while we wait. We're waiting on our boat, Moments in Time. It's aboard Marco Polo, and it should be in the port of Halifax this afternoon, so it's getting close. This was a stand that I built out of some teak wood. We got our non-skin on. I got some plaques. I got the stand the bracket that my brother made. So the moment of truth. Another thing off our list while we wait. We're working with our rigger. The rigger's going to do some work for us while he's rigging up our mast and boom. He's going to install some radar reflectors, a tricolor light, a pendant for a courtesy flag, and we're going to have him install this hailer. This is an ICOM SP37 hailer, and we're going to put this up probably on the spreaders. And the purpose of this hailer is I'm going to hook it up into our Cortex system, and I'll be able to yell in the microphone, and it will come out here. I'll be telling Tony everything she's doing wrong. She's going to give me that famous hand signal. We all know what that's going to be. But realistically, this is so we can program like foghorns and your passing to the left, your passing to the right. All the marine sound signals will be programmed and be blasted out there. So we're looking forward to getting this done. And now's the time to do it before he puts the mast together. While we wait.
This would not be what they call the marriage saver.
No, this would not be. And our boat, Marco Polo, is off the coast of Chincoteague as we speak, and she should be arriving in Norfolk, Virginia early tomorrow, March 10th. So we're really, really close. Days away, less than days away. On January 9th, 2024, our Seawind 1260, Moments in Time, was completed at the Seawind factory in Vietnam. She was packaged, wrapped, and loaded into a container that was then loaded onto the large container ship Marco Polo. Marco Polo set sail from Ho Chi Minh City on January 21st, 2024. She made a stop in Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, and Sri Lanka. Marco Polo's original course was through the Red Sea, but due to the Houthi conflict, Marco Polo was rerouted and continued her journey around South Africa and Cape of Good Hope. She arrived in Tangier, Morocco on February 23rd, and then started her transatlantic crossing to Nova Scotia, arriving in Halifax on March 2nd. From Halifax, Marco Polo makes a quick stop in New York before moving on to an added stop in Philadelphia, before finally arriving at Norfolk on March 11th. Everybody was tracking Marco Polo. It even made the news.
All right, you know that Sky Fox is on its way to get you a shot. Oh, is that new? Have we always had Sky Fox graphic like that? Mm-hmm. Well, there she is. It's hard to tell the perspective of this thing.
Right.
It is, what we're being told is the largest vessel that has ever visited the east coast of America. It's out of France. Obviously, it's a cargo ship, and it is 2.5 city blocks long. Let's see. It would, if the Comcast tower was laying flat, this would be longer than that.
What?
Yep.
Well, that's hard to see from that when you put
It's
it that way.
over 3 football fields long.
Mm-hmm.
Did you all see it? There she was, moments in time in clear view on the bow of Marco Polo. The fake news got it all wrong. It was about moments in time, not Marco Polo, but oh well. It was a very exciting moment for Tony and I. We've been tracking Marco Polo since she left Vietnam. Our boat, Moments in Time, spent 51 days at sea, and she was nearing the end here. Soon she will be dropped off on the wharf after numerous delays. What's the status?
She just moored at 1920 on 3/11/2024.
Moments in Time was unloaded from Marco Polo during the early hours of March 12th and laid gently on the wharf where she was unwrapped, inspected, dewinterized, and various systems tested before she entered the water. Moments in Time was raised by the loading crane and then lowered into the water, where she splashed for the first time in the Chesapeake Bay at 6:15 p.m. She was fueled up and then started her 150-mile journey from Norfolk, Virginia to Annapolis, Maryland, where a crane is waiting to raise the mast and the crew is ready to rig and commission her. She arrived in Burt Jabin Yacht Yard in Annapolis at 2 in the morning. The next day, March 14th, they've already rigged the mast and sails. On Saturday, March 16th, Tony and I will get to step aboard Moments in Time for the first time and see her with our own eyes. I hope we can hold it together.
Subscribe! Leave a comment! Leave a comment! Leave a comment! Leave a comment!